Hello everybody and welcome back to Chaos Zero Nightmare, where we are doing a randomized run. Still haven't recorded a run for Tiphera yet, so we're going to do that. We got our trusty big wheel here, and we're going to look for 2 more agents. Looks like we have Ray. Double healer squad. Are we finally going to get the triple healer squad? It's possible. Give me like Mika. Be so funny. Okay, I was kind of joking. All right, we have Callie. Okay, this is gonna be interesting because Ray kind of can do DPS stuff. Not really. Callie can also kind of do DPS stuff, but not really. It's also worth noting that Tiphera is a good support for single hits. That's kind of her big thing. The next single hit does a lot more damage. Maybe that means we'll have some synergies with Allie's Vulture Ejection. Maybe we'll, like, have a really big basic attack on Ray. I'm not too sure, but I'll get the combatants set up and then we'll get into the run. Alright, combatants are all ready to go. Let's get started. We are on difficulty 9. Not a lot of modifiers so that we can just focus on the roguelike. No, we're not interacting with any of the save data for any purpose, so let's just go ahead. Yeah, the first Tiphera run that I did while I was live was a little bit tragic. Not that we've beaten difficulty 9 with any of these random teams anyways, but I want to give it an honest shot because I feel like I didn't understand the character very well the first time I played her, but I could get it a little bit more now, and we'll see how it goes. So you have make the next 3 fights pretty easy, or we have credits, or we have gain an epiphany. I feel like getting an epiphany for a curse is like really not great. Making the next 3 combats easy is not really the best trajectory for the ultimate power of our run. So I think I'm going to take the credits despite it not being particularly exciting. So let's take the credits and we'll actually fight our first 3 fights. We have epiphanies first. Fate. Right, we have a fate to select. Each time a skill credit is exhausted, add plus 2% damage amount for each. Okay, so this is probably going to be... So Tiphera makes skills that she exhausts, so I'm pretty sure this is going to make our DPS Ray possible by giving us just meta scaling over time. Because I think this is permanent. There's another one that's worded like this that exhausts 9's hue. It has a similar text, except instead of plus percent, it's just percent, I believe. So we'll definitely take this. Ray is definitely excited to see that. Let's look at our map. Definitely want to get to the arena. I don't think we're going to be fighting the secret boss. So there's the arena. Our paths to get there involve this elite. We have 3 encounters, like no shops. Till the second half. So this is a lot of fights. And I'm thinking that maybe we get to here. Ooh. Maybe we get to here. And then this is our junction point to potentially go up if we're dying, or if we're pretty safe, then we'll go forward. So let's go ahead and do that. Just running it down. Okay. We have snack time, we have strike of darkness, we are getting attacked. Why don't we go ahead, throw up a shield, let's exhaust this. Play some attacks. Resonating darkness. It's going to be very helpful for when Ray doesn't have any of her attacks removed. Is attacking with her 1 cost. I guess we'd be looking for like the 60% epiphany on that one. It's always possible that maybe we get like Allie gets like a more damage focused epiphany, and then we'll go with that. Okay. We got 2 more goobers. They are not attacking this turn. Shuffle a Quantum Seed. Play this Vulture Ejection. Immediately a Divine Epiphany. So we have increase action count by 2, reduce the cost by 1. Unfortunately, this is not very useful, because this is probably going to be played for free. And I don't know if action count is super important for this chaos. So I guess we're going to take Fortitude. Usually pretty happy to see Fortitude. The Fortitude Epiphany on Vulture Ejection, because it's kind of like free defense. We love free defense. Okay, we've got Resonating Darkness, we've got Dark Blade, Harmonize Effect, and we pass. Who knows, maybe we'll see the snack time again. No heals in this hand, luckily Ray is a god. Should be at max by the end of this combat. Bonk. Stock of Life. So this has the healing equipment, which I think I'm interested in. I don't know if there is... Like, I kind of want to put it on Ray, because Ray has some, like, attack stuff equipped to her right now. I opted to not use a healer partner so that she could get the 100 base attack from a different partner. But the thing is, if we have higher attack on the partner than higher HP healing percent on the damage-based healing, then maybe that's really good. So let's go ahead and give this to Ray. We are missing out on something like Cube if we take this. Like, we could just get Cube, and then Ray is supposed to be attacking with Cube. But I think it'll be fine. Cube is just like plus 25%. It's kind of like 1.25 morale. So we'll probably survive. Something that I definitely want to be cautious about this run, and I have made this mistake several times when I've been playing on stream. Let's think about this for a second. We have Morale, Fortitude, or we have Retain. Increase all effects by 100%. I want to say that gaining Morale for Ray is what I wanted to do, but also just having this sit in hand seems pretty good. The other thing, too, is that this triggers Vulture Ejection and has Retain. So we can leave this in our hand for when Callie gets a Vulture Ejection into hand, and then we trigger it off of this Creation Discretion. She's very discreet. Creation and Destruction. Let's go ahead and do that. So the thing that I'm trying to be careful about is that on my losing runs trying to do Chaos, my combatants have had a breakdown in the boss fight. And that's kind of unfortunate, I guess you could say. But I want to be conscious about it this run, and then see if I can avoid it a little bit. The plan is that if, you know, anyone's pretty close, I can probably change my pathing to take a couple more fights so that they break down, and then we can even stall out and try to get their breakdown solved. Breakdown, crash out, I don't know what we want to call it, but... Okay, let's exhaust this skill. Oh, I just realized Ray's snack time also works with our fate buff. I wonder if there's a way to track how much percentage I've gotten off of it. Okay, we've got spores. So these burst when they die. Are we blocking here? I think one block is acceptable. Here is our vulture ejection. I suppose there's a bit of dysenergy between trying to do this and resonating darkness, but hopefully by the time we get a bunch of AP on Tiphera, we can funnel that all into Ray. That's kind of what I'm thinking about right now. Dark Blades. For, what was that, 49 or 100? I think the 111 was from a partner effect or something. So we're pretty healthy. I think we're gonna keep running it down. That's what we said we were going to do. So we have get a Crimson Lumen. I haven't really been using these Lumen cards. Not super exciting to me. And we have get an Epiphany. I'm pretty sure we want to do this. Okay. Let's give the Epiphany to Ray. We got Predator's Blade, which is exciting for our spamming one costs, hopefully. Let's go Greatsword, Upward Slash. Do we just Predator's Blade? And then, are we blocking here? It's quite a bit of damage. Let's take a little less this round, hopefully. Another Divine Epiphany. Wow. Quantum Seed. We either get Morale, Fortitude, or this upgrade. Create one Archetype card when AP reaches 0. Create one Archetype card in hand and draw pile each. Oh, sorry. On play, it makes an Archetype card. And then when AP reaches 0, you get one in hand and one in draw pile. So, I've thought about this upgrade before. It's kind of interesting that you... Basically, when you get to 0, you're hoping to hit extra AP. If you hit squares, then maybe you draw the AP that's in your deck. And then if you get triangles, then, you know, you just play it and then pass the turn. So I think we're going to take this, because it has Morale and Resolve. That's good. But also because if Ray is going to be attacking, then I think we want Ray to spend all her attacks, like her Strike of Darkness, whatever, go down to 0, and then when we get to 0, we can then play another 1 cost off of an AP card. Yeah, like this. Except, you know, we're not going to play the Form Convergence, but that, with a few extra cards off of Ray, maybe a burst card draw, would do pretty well. Hello, Tiphera. We need to get you to wake up. So, because we definitely don't want you to be crashing out when we're in the heal heat. That'd be pretty bad. That's the turn here. Welcome back. Thank goodness that did not take too long. Let's Upward Slash here. Play our Vulture Ejection. We are still taking a bit of damage. And that's okay, we can block before it acts. And then we'll play our Predator's Blade, get a little bit of HP back. There we go. Yeah, that's healing like 111 on the attack, which is pretty awesome. I do want to see how high up we can get that if we continue to give Ray some good attack relics and stuff like that. Okay. This fight definitely has the chance of killing us, and that would be really awkward. So let's go ahead and be mindful of attacking things with Vulture Ejection, because... So there it is. We have magical +1 AP out of nowhere is really good so that we can play the defend card. So we just want to be careful when we pop this Vulture Ejection that I don't think we can really attack with anything else on the same turn. Luckily, we don't have to make that decision because we don't have any 2 costs in our hand. Okay. Skill for Resonating Darkness, plus 80% damage cost of with cards of 1. So the thing with these like buff skills is that unless you have some like card draw or something, I feel like these are always a little hard to resolve. A Serenial plus Selena team can handle Selena playing her skill because again you would have your card draw figured out by that point, but you play it and then Serenial has a lot of attacks by herself, so you don't need to worry about the card disadvantage, I guess you could say, with this skill. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to take this upgrade, and I'm actually curious to know if this affects the healing that we get off of Darkblade. Why don't we go ahead and do a Strike of Darkness? We get 111. So what would this be? That's at 149, actually. So that did go up. Number do go up. We're getting attacked here. Feel like I maybe want to play the square. Gives us AP. And then we can barrier deployment, I suppose. Play both of these. There is Creation and Destruction. So I kind of want to sandbag the Vulture Ejection. But maybe that's not important. Maybe we'll just draw it again by the time this is ticked up. If we have around, what would this be? 13, 18 cards in deck. We are retaining 2 of these 16. Probably by the time we see this Vulture Ejection again, this should be stacked up. So let's go ahead and play this. Being careful not to play any more cards, otherwise we will get absolutely owned. We're looking for Ray Strikes now. Ideally, I would have wanted to split the turn so we're not getting double action, because that's pretty hard. But let's go ahead and exhaust this attack card. I don't think there's anything in our deck right now. So maybe what we want to do is we want to block first. We'll gain some HP. Draw our archetype card. I would like to barrier here. And then this should make our Creation and Destruction a little bit better. Provided that next turn we are letting it ride. Okay, no Vulture Ejection yet. Let's go ahead and get... Ooh, man. Ray doing kind of huge damage to this thing. It's like significantly higher damage than I think I've ever seen her do. So we have AP, we've got squares. Is there a triangle in our deck? Play this, because it has lead. Do we have a triangle in here? We do. Also, if we go down to 0 AP, we could potentially make another triangle. So what I'm looking to do here is... Oh. But then if I don't spawn AP, then it's really awkward, actually. I wanted to sandbag the creation and destruction so that I could get a triangle, but we're just going to draw it instead. And play this, because that does a lot of damage. And then go ahead and play all this. And we're not taking damage, so we can probably just discard... We'll play this one. Discard the AP for later. Alright, good fight. What do we get? Flashbang. I think we're going to give this to Ray, just so that she has some attack. I suppose Tiphera's creation and destruction is doing quite a bit of damage too, so... Need to get her a weapon eventually. If I do find Sword, I will be giving it to Ray just because I'm interested to see what she can do. I've wanted DPS Ray to work since, like... I first read her unique potential. And this is probably going to be the run to do it, because we have the silly, whenever we play exhausts, we gain extra damage, so we are slowly charging that up. It's possible that barrier there was more correct. It's just a hallway fight. What do we got? So, make identical ones. When an archetype card is moved to hand, duplicate that card and remove a random effect. So, interestingly, I haven't tried this one yet, but this one has morale. You know what? I think we'll take the morale. I think we're looking to just have morale and then have Ray whack things. Oh! Wait. I was gonna say, I think I missed out there, but also, I think it spawned on the final attack. So I wasn't gonna get a chance to play it. Okay, what do we got here? We've got equipment, credits. I think normally I would take credits here so that I could do, like, removes and stuff at the campsites. But, well, usually removes and meditates if I was farming a save data, but getting a legendary equipment here, I think that's effective for any of these combatants, I think would be good. Okay, we got Lush Seaweed. That's totally fine. Let's go ahead up to the arena. Going. Sorry, my computer is actually taking off. It's actually becoming a jet plane right now, and I'm not super sure why, but here we are. Let's go ahead and AoE here. Okay, Ray needs some help. See if we can find it for her. She is not awake. Alright, Ray, we need you to wake up, please. She is not getting up. She does not feel like it. She wants 5 more minutes. Welcome back. Nice. We hit him with a counterattack. Now, what possible things? I mean, I was trying to think of what things we would actually want from the enchantments. Like, what is the highest upside we could get in a run? And I think all of the generic damage upgrades would be good. I don't know if there are any that are kind of focused around like one-cost attackers, or maybe healing. Oh, you know what actually would be kind of interesting? The one that applies vulnerable. That could be interesting. Because we have the upgrade that spawns an archetype card. So if we end our turn with AP, then we could apply vulnerable to everything. It'd give us a reason to play the AP cards. So we have Morale, AP next turn, or Exhaust 2. I think I like the Morale. Gonna have to go with Morale here. Just trying to get enough damage so that we can actually fight the last boss. Good to start thinking about that now. Show me AP. We got squares. Are any of these circles? I didn't check. There were no cards to draw. Alright. Let's get our HP back up to max here, hopefully. We were pretty close. Create a Pierce each odd turn. Now, Pierce does... Wish I could inspect the card. There we go. This is just deals damage. Applies some debuffs. I think we put that on Callie. And that is so that Callie can play the debuff and then Ray will actually be doing the attacking. What refinements do we have here? We have increased damage amount of exhaust cards. Ooh, plus 30% damage of 1 cost or lower attacks. Okay, so there was something. There was something. I just couldn't think of it. It's going to be super awesome for us. We'll definitely want to hit the arena again, because there's also the generic damage modifiers, like plus 20% damage amount, or depending on how many cards you have in your deck, which we can... Because we are in the context of Chaos, we can definitely just draft a bunch of stuff from the shop and go for it. Second method. Unfortunately, none of our combatants are extra attackers. So let's just go ahead and sell that one. Okay, what do we got? Well, do we want to re-epiphany anything first? I think everything's been sort of okay for now. Like, we have Morale, which is really exciting. Resonating Darkness is on a good one. This could be on 60%, but I'm actually interested in the healing and shield gain, synergizing with barrier deployment. And, like, obviously all of Ray's cards. Might be interested in removing Martial... I keep wanting to call this Martial Regeneration, because she's an attacker, so I'm like, oh, she's gonna hit things and gain HP back. But Material Regeneration, I think is not the most exciting, because we want to be attacking. So we'll just slim the deck down a little bit, get rid of some of these basic cards. See if we get anything exciting here. Vine Camouflage is really good. It's just like a really good piece of equipment. Also, we got Rally. Would love to see a Rally with... I think because this has Exhaust too, it doesn't give you permanent morale, which is a little unfortunate. We will take it though, because it could land with AP. That adds to our AP generation. That'd be really exciting. Don't need to meditate, don't need to rest. Let's see if there's anything exciting in here, like a gear bag. No gear bags. Looking for like gear bags and reorganizes. We're going to go to this event. Events are pretty good, especially in the latter half of the acts. Here, why don't we take the credits? Got another shop coming up. Again, we're looking for the generic controller, like big card draw stuff. I actually wonder if I want to commit to some of the powers. for the upgrades. A time regulator, a luminescent shroom. We have this. This is a damage granting piece of equipment. And I think we're going to give it to Ray. Because Tiphera gives a shield with her basic attacks. Or basic cards, I should say. And then that will set us up to do more damage with Ray. Okay. Let's meditate. Let's not meditate. Sadism, okay. Vulnerable to all enemies, decrease cost of 1 random attack card by 1 for 1 turn until used. I think I'm going to take this Relentless Endurance. It's just a good card to have. It also means that it'll be easier to proc Vulture Ejection when we need it. And just having retained cards that cost 2 means we can, like, line up that synergy really easily. Yeah, let's Quantum Seed. Apply a Vulnerable, and we'll just hit it. Resonating Darkness. Let's play this Rally. And then we can go... I believe that I'm going to hit an energy here, so let's just go double barrier deployment. That stacks up our legendary equipment. We got our AP, and then this will do a bit more damage. 510, no crit on that one, unfortunately. And we're going to be kind of doing the same thing. It actually probably means that I'm not going to be removing Tiphera's basic blocks. No cards to draw. Let's exhaust this Upward Slash. And I think we're looking at, even though Ray is sort of the all-star here, this has been King. Why don't we go ahead and Predator's Blade. We'll apply Vulnerable. Dang, 1.4? That's actually pretty sick. And then we'll hit it with this for 2k. Gain some AP and play this Strike of Darkness. What do we got? So, we definitely want to leave this as an attack if we can. Increase basic attack cards by 150%. That's very exciting. So I wonder how we can improve the consistency of, like, lining that up. I wonder what we'd be looking for. Definitely want to be defending here. Can you find me some AP? That was not AP. There's AP. Let's do barrier deployment. Don't think we have another... What we could do here is let's gain AP. Let's gain defense again. I maybe wanted to sequence the Pierce first, but okay, that's fine. We'll apply Vulnerable to you now. See if we can find AP here. We found triangles. I should flip-flop saying triangles and delta. I'm sure that won't bother anybody. Okay, we're looking for Shield, Darkblade. We just have to cook our relic. And I think gaining energy here doesn't do anything, so we'll just pass. Okay, Strike of Darkness. Now, I think if we're doing this correctly, we actually don't want to take advantage of the lead, unfortunately. Instead, we're going to go Pierce. We're going to gain Shield. We're going to gain Shield again, hopefully, here. We got AP. So use Barrier Deployment, and let's Strike of Darkness for 886%. That hits 1k, no crit. Let's do a little bit of healing. Okay, what's in here? We've been staring at it for like the entire combat. Change all archetype cards, retain and draw an archetype card. Draw one archetype card, repeat until you draw the same card. I think we're looking for a little bit of energy efficiency so that Ray can play her strikes. So that we're just gonna, like, leave in our hand, basically. We are getting attacked. I think I like Predator's Blade, Radiation Destruction. Let's see if we can find energy here. No AP. I definitely could just be checking my deck for that, but, Now, I'm kind of curious here. Callie is about to flip. I think what I want to do is I want to stall this fight. So we're just going to defend, because we have tons of healing. I would like to see Callie flip, and then we're going to chew through a bit of her breakdown. So that was 2 plays. I think now I'm interested in ending the fight. Alright. That was actually, like, pretty compelling. That's pretty awesome. What do we want to dupe if we find something? 2 Strike of Darknesses? Actually, it's damage amount by 150. So maybe it's multiplicative with itself? Yeah, let's dupe this Strike of Darkness. Quantum Collector. Uses an upgrade card, increase damage, shield gain, and heal meds by 20% for 1 turn. I suppose what we could be doing is we could be sandbagging Tiphera's upgrades, but also we have the healing item in that slot. Let's just sell these. Okay, Enlightenment, Tranquility, Focus. Draw when you use an ego skill. Damage is completely blocked. Draw one and increase AP by 1. I believe that it is possible for Callie to full block by herself because she is a beast. So I like the idea of taking this. We'll see if we can get her like an Iron Wall or something to help with the blocking. So we've got the tunnel at the bottom there. And I think going up to this camp looks good. Then here, we definitely want to hit the most amount of events as possible. It looks like we can only hit 2 regardless of where we go. We may actually skip the shop to go up and hit an extra event and then have 2 events there. So it looks like our path is going to be go down here, up, kind of choose between these 2, and then go up to this shop here. Let's do it. Definitely want to wake up Callie in this combat, do a little bit of healing. What do we got? Fortitude, Morale, and Resolve. I think I'm looking at the Morale. Unfortunate that it does not give permanent Morale because it has Exhaust too. Go ahead and exhaust Tiphera's attack. This is actually a card that we probably want to remove, but shop isn't coming for a while. We are taking a lot of damage here. Welcome back, Callie. Just in time because we are dying. We do need help here. There's a vulture ejection from the I was gonna say the Epiphany skill. Yes, that's what those are called. Ego skill and We do kind of want to clear these before they attack. We have AP. Let's play the first one. Let's crit on the second one. And let's clear you. Big crits. Actually, if there's only one, that means we can spend a little bit of time healing. Or Callie can counterattack it to death. Thank you, Callie. So we have extra damage retain, get more damage to the next vulture ejection. We have just increased damage or counterattack. These aren't particularly exciting. Callie is definitely on the defense right now. That's what she's focusing on. So none of those giving like fortitude or whatever is a little unfortunate. We can meditate here, and I'm interested in doing that. Let's see if we can re-epiphany this to do something a little more useful. 2 fortitude, that's what we were looking for. So, in a turn we can get 6 fortitude on playing that with vulture ejection, which is exciting. Okay, let's get some credits. And off to the arena. Arena second time around isn't too scary. We aren't going to fight the secret boss. I've thrown many a run to the secret boss. And we are looking for a second refinement here. Generic damage for our Ray would be very exciting. Absolute protection. So this is really good because it allows us to time our Strike of Darknesses with our basic cards. So we can play it for 0 here, just retain our hand. And then line up Strike of Darkness with our Dark Blade. How much damage does this do? Wait, before we find that out, let's make some archetype cards. Darn, we didn't get damage. Okay, what are we doing here? 608? Not that impressive, but... Sure, if we resolve all of our... Oh, did I drag the wrong card? I'm sure when we resolve all of our morale and all that, it'll be a little bit bigger. Also, Tiphera's effect is multiplicative, so we should pair up nicely. Pile here a little bit more aggressively. Nice. Damage is completely blocked. We get a shield blast. Honestly, I like the shield generation on Lush Seaweed, so we'll keep that. Looking for the generic damage modifiers here. You could, please. Okay, so this one is if we have 33 or more cards in deck. I'm curious to know how many cards we have right now. We currently have 23. Adding 10 cards is kind of a lot, so I don't think we're going to do that. When drawing an exhaust card of this unit through an ally ability, activate it immediately. Don't think we're interested in that. Increase damage amount of extra attacks? No. Gaining or having shield, deal fixed damage. Come on, show me something big. 2 cost or higher, increase damage of attack cards. There it is. That's what we were looking for. Still looking for a sword for Ray. I think we're gonna aggressively reroll at the next shop for that. Oh no, we hit the 1 hour mark. This is normally where I would get up from my chair, but I think we can keep going here. Okay. Let's do a weaken. Let's hit it with our Dark Blade. Hit the overpower. We have Resonating Darkness, Quantum Seed. It's not attacking this turn, so I guess we will... We could just commit to playing this, but we have a Lashing. Definitely hoping to get like a removal event or something here. Get rid of these basic cards. We're not super interested in having them. Except for Raise, of course. Play the Snack Time. We still have this card left. Would be interested to see the upgrade for this, because it's not the most exciting on its own. So I think what we want to do, because ordering matters here a little bit, let's go Strike of Darkness, Predator's Blade. We'll apply Vulnerable, and then hit it with our 1k Dark Blade. That's actually so funny. I think I could have avoided damage here if I just... You know what? Why don't we use a couple of clocks? Let's just do it. Let's fix our mistake. So we actually want to... What we actually wanted to do here was gain AP and just attack. That's what they're there for. What did we get? Apply 2 vulnerable to all enemies. Increase the shield by 30%. That sounds amazing. The Fortitude is good too, but vulnerable. Exciting. I guess unfortunately Vulture Ejection will probably end up eating a vulnerable charge. But it's fine. It's fine. This gives us a rare neutral. I still haven't found our, like, our controller neutral cards to be excited about. We would actually be interested in this monster card if we got it. Okay. Plus morale. We have Dark Blades, so unfortunately we don't have shield right now. Do we have any in our deck? We do not. I'm gonna pop a skill here because I'm interested to see. Let's make an AP. And then let's play this morale. We're gonna go Strike of Darkness, Predator's Blade. And then we are going to go ahead, wait, something got made in the yard. It was another AP. Let's go ahead and gain some AP. I did want to go to 0, and then hopefully we get AP here. So there's Vulnerable. Hit it, Ray. Right, we don't have the thing in play yet. Let's draw a card. There's the AP. Hit it again, Ray. That was like a non-trivial amount of damage. Again. Okay, we were looking for the upgrade here. We're probably going to re-epiphany this. Mostly because I don't want it in cycle in the deck. Taking damage 1 mark, not super important. So this was, do we want to go to an event or shop? I think shop actually went up. There's Obsidian Sword. We were looking for that. Let's sell a basic. And we were looking for like a reorganize or something. Energy barrier is interesting too. We already have a lot of AP. We might take this for absolute protection. A really good synergy. Looks like that's what we got. Do we want to meditate? I think so. Because we want to meditate this into the upgrade, preferably if we can. We did find it. So we are going to put this on a basic attack. Just as like a little bit of an extra modifier. Again, the point is more to not have it in our deck. I think I might even be interested in duping a snack time. So we can get an extra exhaust into our deck. So we are going up. I believe we can still go up. Like one more removal is still possible. Okay. Strike of Darkness, Dark Blade. Huge damage. Actually, like, way more than I was expecting. Glad that this is going well, because, like, I've wanted this to be at least slightly comparable before, and it really wasn't, so this is exciting. Alright, we need to watch our combatants breaking down, because, well, welcome back, Ray. Already back, but if they break down going into the boss fight, we are a little concerned. So I would like to... Alright! Event Horizon is a card. I totally forgot. I was just there. That's just a thing. We just haven't... yeah, it is a little interesting that Tiphera is sort of draw neutral or negative until you get Event Horizon. It's an interesting concept. Snack time. This Tears Vow. Predator Blade, Dark Blade. In for damage. Strike of Darkness. Let's just block here. Play all these upgrades. Suppose it's extra damage and play this. Looking at Dark Blade. Looking at drawing AP here. Draw the AP. Huge counterattack hit. Alright, 1, 2. Unfortunately, we don't get to see all the damage we could be doing there. See an event. We are still looking for the dupe event if we could find it. Does Ray even have more epiphanies left? Don't think so. I think she's done. Well, someone else can use this. There is overpower. Increase shield amount. This or cards in hand? I want to say that the cards in hand are actually better. This probably scales a little better. Like what, if we have 3 cards in hand, like starting hand, if there's 4 cards in hand, that's already 160, which lines up with the other one. Or just about, I should say. Let's grow our Predator's Blade here. It's not something that I ever thought I would say out loud. Show me some attack cards, please. Those are not attack cards. Callie is getting a little close here on breaking down. So we should check the map after this. It's possible that we can stall to have Allie's bar flip over. So we keep sitting here, I suppose. Do we have any triangles on our deck? There's a triangle. Do we have more triangles on our deck? There's an event horizon. Sequencing on that was certainly a decision. Let's give you some vulnerable. Crit? No, no crit. What a shame. Well, we're not taking damage, so let's just retain our event horizon, not that we need it. Here is Strike of Darkness. Lead back down to 1 is hilarious. Okay, there's the cube that I said that we probably want the cube. I mean, our healing is actually plenty. I think I'm gonna replace this with cube. Make sure we're getting our damage. Oops. What do we want to remove here? Probably another basic. Probably don't want to remove Upward Slash because it has the chance of triggering Vulture Ejection. Finally hit a Reorganize. Only been waiting an entire decade for that one. Okay, unfortunately we have no more encounters, so Callie is just about ready to flip over. Select a card and copy it. I would actually like to copy a basic. I can't copy a basic with this event. That is incredibly funny. Why don't we copy Snack Time? Get an extra morale and extra exhaust. And what we are looking to do here is simply exhaust the cards that we don't need, line up a big Dark Blade, and then hit him with it. Fortunately, Callie is kind of close. As much as I said I wanted to watch that, we didn't watch it very well. Oh. I think we can snack time this Tears Vow. Okay, we have Form Convergence in our hand. We have a snack time and nothing that we would like to exhaust. So why don't we draw a card here? See if we get something that we want to exhaust. That is a barrier deployment. I think I'm okay to exhaust that. Get that out of there. And how's this Darkblade looking? Darkblade for 1.1 is acceptable. Draw a square. We have our cards in hand. We're looking to line up this Darkblade plus other stuff. What do we have in our deck? Okay. So I think what we want to do here is we want to play these cards. And then apply Vulnerable, then Darkblade. Predator's Blade. Let's do a Pierce. Give ourselves plus power. And Darkblade for no crit, unfortunately. We've got to reorganize. I don't know if we want to play that right now. I think we're going to sandbag it. Give ourselves another energy so that we can block here. I did not realize how much damage we were taking. Just do a cheeky little block. Let's hold the reorganize. Hello, Rally. Okay, we're gonna rally. See if we can gain AP. Perhaps we can give it vulnerable. Well, you might want to play some other cards first. Let's gain 1 AP on this. Unfortunately, we have no archetypes in our hand. We have a way to produce archetypes. I just realized, does this deck have a way to produce archetypes? Wait. Wait a second. Oh, I guess we produce them by going to 0 energy. We haven't really played with the upgrade card yet, so... Okay. In which case, this is fully charged. We want to get to 0. Let's play this. Let's go Relentless Endurance. Barrier Deployment. Make some AP. It's a little bit difficult to resolve this event horizon, I suppose. Let's see if we can draw into what we're looking for here. Let's send these 3. Draw the AP. We don't draw the AP. Okay. Ray is currently in the crit waiting room. There's the Kali breakdown that we were a little bit concerned about. So this is quite bad. This is actually the scenario that I have talked about. Where we are in dire straits if we cannot get Kali to wake up. Welcome back, Kali. Thank you for not griefing my run. I really appreciate that. Okay. So we have a bleed. We have Event Horizon. I think we play this bleed. We gain AP, and then we Event Horizon for 2 cards. Play our Vulture Ejections. Strike of Darkness, Vulnerable here, and Predator's Blade. We have entered the getting burned phase. So we really need to pick up the pace on the damage. And I think we are about to do that. Let's go Archetype. Play this rally. We're going to go Strike of Darkness, Relentless Endurance, and we are going to go hopefully 2 Dark Blades here. Oh, we get a break here, so we do actually get to play 2 Dark Blades. Nice. Ray is in the crit waiting room. I'm pretty sure she has like 50% crit, just for the record. She does have crit chance. I think we are looking to draw some cards here. So let's gain AP. I think we're going to play this so that we can potentially turn this into AP. It was AP, thank goodness. Draw some cards. Do we have any more blocks in here? Does not look like it. I think what I want to try doing is I want to line up these 2 with our Dark Blades. And in order to do that, we can do this. Play this Absolute Protection for a whole heckin' ton of shield. We're hoping to draw a Dark Blade. There is a Dark Blade. Got some AP in here. We are looking to have Pierce land on the Dark Blade. Let's play Predator's Blade. Is Overpower appropriate here? I believe so. Now we're gonna go Pierce. Surely Ray can land a crit on the last hit of the game, right? Get him. No crit, 1.5. Ah! That's crazy. That's actually my first difficulty 9 clear, because I've just been farming on difficulty 8, so. And that's going to be it for today. So, hey, if you're still here, I'm going to say thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Appreciate your support, as always. Looking forward to the next combatant in 8 or so days. Cat Girl. Hopefully, we'll see you there. Alright, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.